The war on corruption appears to have dominated discussions at the cabinet retreat that brought together ministers, assistant ministers and parliamentary committee heads, among others. Most of the 17 resolutions adopted revolved around ways of tackling corruption.
To ensure that public officers, ministers, assistant ministers, members of parliament, permanent secretaries and all civil servants comply with integrity and ethical values elaborated in the Constitution, as well as Public Officers Ethics Act, which among others prohibits public officers from presiding over Harambe functions.
The cabinet also resolved ministers and assistant ministers will strictly observe collective responsibility in what appeared to be a reaction to the recent spar between Water Minister Charity Ngilu and her immediate former assistant minister Mwangi Kiunjuri. They also agreed that members of the executive shall abide by the oath of secrecy to refrain from spilling government secrets. They decided to intensify war on corruption in government and to expedite the implementation of the new constitution, beginning with their individual ministries. A section of ministers expressed relief at the ban on Harambees.
Because there was no reason to have these Harambees, but it came again. And it is a question of encouraging begging, encouraging stealing, encouraging laziness, and we think people should go out and work and forget all these Harambees.
The president asked leaders to end public wrangles that he said only tainted the government's image.
Let us make it worthwhile. And it's not worth any little quarrels which you feel you want to quarrel with any other fellow here. It will not help you, and it will not make you remember, and it will not be worth anything. So don't have to quarrel. Nothing. Let us just concentrate in doing the good job.
He also wants the current executive, judiciary and parliament to speed up the implementation of the new constitution before the public gets disillusioned.
Let us make up our mind to stand up so that those that will come after us will be able to say, this country was brought here by leadership of so-and-so. And they will be able to remember each one of you, because you will be associated with the happenings of what is happening now.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga played down reports of protests by MPs who had been asked to leave during closed-door cabinet deliberations.
It was internal government session where we were talking about housekeeping business. So it was not done deliberately. It would not have really helped members of parliament. We explained to them and they understood.
The executive and parliament are on a race to ensure crucial bills are drafted and passed on time, especially those that will put in place the immediate judicial and police reforms. Noah Otieno, KTN Weekend Prime.